I stand back and wait for Siri to let me in. While waiting, I take a moment to consider my feelings. Less melancholy now, certainly. More just slightly happy. But I must stop dwelling. Time to go make new memories with Sayori, if she ever lets me in. Undressed, I look around me. Oh, how I hate this new room so much, loathe it with every fiber of my being. Every surface is hot pink, plush, radiating artificial sweet comfort, which truly just disturbs you. A reminder that I'm nothing compared to the heir apparent. Everywhere I look are sickly sweet, overly feminine reminders of my purpose to simply be buried off, to not talk back, but to do whatever my parents wish. I lean back upon my plush bed and sigh. These tears won't come, because this room is a prison against rebellion. I wish I had the literature club with me now. The club room is my only salvation. Its members, my armament. I wish I could just talk to them. Sayori, Harry, Natsuki, Melody even. Just some distractions. I sigh again, almost sobbing. Why am I trapped? I lie flat on my bed. I close my eyes and imagine a different place and time. Somewhere I can lie, naked and unburdened in the grass. People always compare me to unicorns or other sickly girl animals. That's not what I am. I'm a snake. I'm ethereal and pretty, yes, but I'm certainly not harmless. I don't want to be seen as the harmless schoolgirl, because something tells me I'm more than that. I open my eyes slowly and cover my chest. The air is so cold in here. That's when I see my father watching me through the doorway. Father!
You have a phone call, daughter.
He practically spits this last word.
And come to my office when you're done, clothead. Or clothed. Why did I read that as clothead? Unless you want me to call them back on speakerphone.
He places the phone on my dresser and turns on its heel. Shaking, I slowly walk towards the phone. I don't know this number. Is it father? I'd better answer. I quietly prepare my best reserved, polite voice. I answer it and speak. Good day, Monica Rain here, on behalf of Rain Enterprises. How may I help you?
Monica? Oh, it's Melly.
Melody? What? How did you get this number? Sayori gave it to me. I just wanted to see if we could arrange some kind of club meetup tonight, as we didn't have that long to discuss literature today. Are you okay, Monica? You sound all shaky. I mentally sigh. Yes, Melody, I'm fine. Just tired from school, and I'm not sure if that'd be possible. I'll try and call you back if I can, if it's doable, all right? Sure, okay. Be safe, Monica, okay? I'll try. You too. I patiently listen to her breathing for a moment before she hangs up. I suppose I better go to the office. I just called her by her name, didn't I? Shit. Another mistake to add to the pile. I press the button on the study door to notify him that I'm waiting and take a seat. I wait here, perched awkwardly on the leather seat while I await my fate. I hold my face in my hands as 1,000 thoughts swirl. Why?
Did I tell you you may sit, girl?
I both physically and mentally flinch. He almost never calls me girl. I wonder what will happen with this exception. I stand shakily and reply. No, sir. Apologies. I'm sorry.
You will be. And what you did is inexcusable. And if I catch you submitting to such beastly impulses again, well, perhaps I will also have to act on impulse.
I did no such thing. That is what I wish I'd say, but instead I uttered nothing after all. I know better than to answer back. What impulse, sir?
The impulse to remove that club of yours.
I gasped slightly. Please.
I'm glad that had the intended effect, girl. Now I assume you wonder what punishment will befall you.
I recoil again, threatening to destroy my only lifeline to sanity wasn't a punishment.
Well, we're going to let you think about your actions first. So why don't you arrange to stay at a friend's? I'm sure that if you decline to, they might find out. This is a big moment, Monica. Your first sleepover. I only hope it isn't spoiled by thoughts of how we may punish a stupid, insolent girl with no self-control such as yourself whilst you're there. Now go and pack for school, and don't forget your clothes. We will see you tomorrow evening. I hope you look forward to it.
Tears welling, I nod and turn to leave. As I'm about to exit, he calls me.
Girl,
Yes, sir.
aren't you going to curtsy and thank us for letting you see your friend?
As Sayori and I settle down to watch the show we haven't seen together in forever, I almost jump at a sound I also haven't heard in perhaps just as long. Nobody ever rings around here. A door knocker? This late? Regardless, I better check who it might be. Sorry, Sayori, I should go grab that. Sure, I'll go get some more cookies. Of course, and the interlude is a Sayori excuse for food. I get up slowly and amble to the front door. I see through the frosted glass some brown hair. Curiouser and curiouser. I open the door and, to my surprise, see an equally smiley and sweaty Monica. Hey, MC, how are you? Good, thanks. Are you okay? Yes, fine. Why? Thank you for asking. Only because I didn't know you were planning to come around here, or that you knew where I lived. Sayori told me you lived next to her, and I thought you'd have seen the messages in the group chat. What messages? Oh, I asked about a sleepover. Without asking the host. There's a beat before she answers, where she seems slightly confused before she continues. No, I've actually asked Sayori. And you assumed she was here? She seems to take moments to gather herself. Well, who wouldn't want to be with you on a night like this? Momentarily stunned by her compliment, I step back. She seems okay, if her explanation is a bit fishy. Oh, well, come in then. No sense staying out in the cold. Gladly. She wears a warm smile as she steps inside. Hey, Monica. Hey, Sayori, I thought you'd be here. Sayori looks puzzled but smiles wider. Well, I'm glad I am. You should come and watch our show with us. Well, I thought we could potentially have Idari and Natsuki too, actually. Be my guest, though something gives me the feeling that Natsuki might not like being messaged late at night. Sayori takes on a devilish grin. What, Sayori? Whoa! She didn't like it when you did it to us the other day. And with us all looking at her questioning if she's joking, all my worries disappear. As we all settle down around the table, Natsuki, Monica, Sayori, and I can't help thinking how good I have it. I look around at my friends. With the exception of Yuri, she couldn't make it, sadly. The girls each look at me expectantly before Natsuki finally says something. So, do you want to play a board game? Oh, good idea! What do you want to play? I take a quick look at Monica. Her eyes seem to be flitting all over the place. Perhaps something simpler might be in order. What about Connect 4? This seems to at least partially resonate with those present, so Connect 4 it is.
I'm gonna complete Connect 4 with 4 people.
After several rounds, Natsuki takes the seat opposite to me with a smug grin across her features. Looks like it's you versus me, Natsuki. I'm going to relish this. Here, coin flip to see who goes first. Not that it'll make much of a difference, but still. We'll see about that. Alright, I call heads. Up it goes, shiny silver and just over shiny silver end, into the air, passing the living room's overhead lamp by. Before Natsuki, quick as a cobra, snatches the gleaming disc out of the air and slaps it onto the back of her hand. She smirks as she reveals the result. Tails never fails.
Except 50% of the time.
I shrug. No rule against doing that. After all, she couldn't have possibly timed that strike in order to obtain her desired result. Nobody's hand-eye coordination can be that fast. Right? Anyway, not much point in crying over spilled milk. So she goes first. Big deal. In her own words, it isn't as though that advantage will make much of a difference. I mean, all I have to do is arrange 4 counters in a straight line. How difficult can it be? Taking her places on either side of the grid, Natsuki opens the dance with a yellow counter right in the bottom of the center column, on top of which I immediately place a red. Oh, trying to assert dominance now, are we? Well, can't let you top all the time now, can I? Fair is fair. In goes another yellow counter, this time to the right of the first. Now we want to be sideline and flexible. That came as a surprise. I expected her to immediately reassert herself by sandwiching my counter between two of hers. Feel like building on your advantage. See just how high you can stack this. The temptation is too great. Sky's the limit. In goes my next counter on top of my first. To which Natsuki responds by placing her third counter to the left of her first.
Gotta be careful erecting a structure on top of such an iffy foundation. One that's built by somebody else at that. They might just be able to, pull the rug out from under.
Nice try, but even a 5-year-old can see the 3 in a row you've just set up. Which I promptly block with my third counter placed to the left of hers. Denied. Natsuki's smirk turns into a broad, sly grin.
Melody, you're not very good at Connect 4.
How many 5-year-olds could have seen this coming, I wonder?
Only too late do I see what she's done. No friggin' way.
Speaking of childhood, I think there's a suitable nursery rhyme for the occasion. Ashes, ashes. We all fall
4th yellow counter to the right of her second.
down.
I don't believe it.
7 moves. Or even weep 'em.
Weep 'em?
How are you two getting along? I'm stunned, but not so stunned that I can't move to block Monica and Sayori's view of the grid and its humiliating contents.
What do you think?
They gasp. I bite my lip, eyes downcast. Concealing the evidence of my defeat isn't really going to work now, is it? I've got lost written all over my face and body language, which the others are reading as readily as anything they bring to our club sessions.
Holy cow, seriously? That didn't even take a minute.
Natsuki, how did you manage that? I hear a clack-clack noise from behind me and turn around to yet another surprise. Natsuki has tipped all the pieces out of the grid and is tidying them up, denying the others a chance to see exactly what took place.
You'll find out when you play me, but not before. A magician never reveals their secrets.
As the others return to their game, all agog and whispering amongst themselves, I sheepishly turn to Natsuki. Hey, thanks for helping me save some face back there. She gives me a conspiratorial winged response.
Like I mentioned earlier, never let it be said that I'm not inflexible.
Sayori grabs the set and turns to Monica, an excited grin on her face.
Well played, Monica.
Oh, sure, Sayori. I stand and let Monica take my chair. She sits and Sayori takes a seat across from her.
Yay, wanna go first then?
Yeah, okay. She slides the disc into the penultimate column. Sayori smiles and proudly plunks her disc in the center. As my feet patter against the cold concrete of the sidewalk, I feel my dread begin to increase 1,000-fold. What am I going to home to find? If I still have a home. They sent me away for the night, won't do backpedal and recalled me a couple hours later. I cannot overstate how cruel and unusual it must have been for my club members to have prepared more for my stay, on my own request, only for me to leave early. What have they planned, and how did they arrange it so quickly? Every step makes my mind water viciously. Until I see our house come into view, the only room illuminated being the office and my bedroom. Why? My stomach sinks lower than I thought possible. I walk up to the imposing gates and press the intercom. Then whisper slowly, Monica Rain, requesting entrance. The intercom beeps and the gates open. I walk through, hastily trying to make myself seem presentable. I stand by the door, mentally bracing myself as I knock. Father opens the doors with a cold smile.
Hello, Monica. Glad to see you home so late.
My apologies, sir.
I suppose that in the grand scheme of things, it's forgivable. Why don't you go and get dressed for dinner?
I nod and feel anxiousness rise in my chest. As I ascend the stairs, I contemplate what's happened. They wouldn't have forgotten, surely. It's at this moment that I arrive at my room. I gently open the door and let out a silent sob as my world comes raining pink. Everything. He heard me say how much I hate pink. And everything in here is the exact shade I hate. Everything this time is pink. Not just most of the decor. 1,000,000 reminders of my place. I step inside and close the door. I have a dreadful feeling. My clothes, they're all going to be pink. I slump onto my bed, defeated and exhausted. I would curl into a fetal position, but that would only attract more punishment.
Once again, probably a Britishism.
Instead, I stand up, dress, and promptly slip into a dinner outfit. I'll have no fury like a prison of pink. I draw upon every ounce of strength I have left to prepare myself for dinner as the pit in my stomach only grows ever deeper.
October 27th.
I wake with a start. My limbs feel weak, but I smile at the good dream I've woken from. Morpheus was kind. I slowly rise from my bed and spend a moment to brush back the powder from my eyes. The club flits through my mind, and my smile grows ever wider. What will we do today, I wonder? And how is Monica? I build my own story and answer, daydreaming through the morning right until I'm halfway up the road.